Hello and welcome to the video for Friday, May the 15th. This is going to be for 5th grade and cover our homework from our lesson today. So let's go ahead and take a look at our problems. So I have some of the stuff already written in, but I'll go ahead and talk through a couple of these. So the first two problems were quite simple. So we could do 12 times 4 to get 48, 48 times 2 to get 96 inches cubed. For number 3, we can do 5 times 8 to get 40. 40 times 3 gives us 120 inches cubed. For number 4, this one's a little bit trickier, but again, quite manageable. So we can do 36 with our 6 times 6. 36 times 4 is going to give us 144. And this time we're working with cubic feet. So number 5, we could go ahead and multiply. So I went ahead and did 12 times 8 first to get 96. 96 times 3 gives us 288. For number 6, we are working with 6 times 6, which regardless of how you do it, which one you want to multiply by another, we're going to get 36. 36 times 6 gives us 216 inches cubed. Again, as I mentioned, for number 7, I chose to skip that one because we could take any other problem that we can find and just repurpose it. So I'm not as worried about these. So for number 1 on the back, we can go ahead and do 3 times 2 to get 6. 6 times 8 gives us 48 cubic inches. And I chose to start with 6 times 8 for this one to get 48. 48 times 4 gives us 192. So for number 3, we are going to have 3 angles that are different measurements, and one of them is a right triangle. So one of those words is going to be right. Our word for if we have 3 measurements that are all different sizes for the lengths would be scalene. So we would have a scalene right triangle. For number 4, we are looking at a rectangle or a square, which I hinted at in the lesson video. For number 5, we are essentially dividing by 12. What I normally do is I just count by 12s. So 5 times 12 is going to get me 60. 60 plus 4 inches would be 5 feet 4 inches. So I wrote this way as well. This is the way that the book is going to ask you to do that. If you want to do it this way, ask your teacher. My students, you're allowed to do that as long as you put the correct markings. So kind of a shorthand way of doing feet and inches when I was growing up was to mark one little mark here and then 2 marks for the inches. Some people still do that, but I don't know if you will normally find that in a math book. So if you want to do that, make sure you check with your teacher and make sure they are okay with that. For number 6, we're doing 8 times 4 to get 32 quarts. We used all but 1 quart, so we can do 32 minus the 1 quart that's left over to figure out how much paint he used, and that would be 31 quarts. So that covers all of our problems for today. We will have a new lesson on Monday, and the homework for that lesson will come out on Tuesday. So Monday will be our second to last assignment of the year for my students. So we will be skipping ahead, I believe. Let me make sure that I am telling you that correctly. Sorry, so no, we are not skipping. We will be doing lesson 11.9, and then we will skip lesson 11.10 and go straight to lesson 11.11 to finish out our school year. So hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.